So that was Nina Jankowicz, we just told you, the head of the Ministry of Truth. Already she's being sued, by the way. The states of Missouri and Louisiana have just filed a lawsuit against the administration, including officials like Jankowicz, for colluding with big tech to censor speech, which they are doing. The Biden administration does it in public. They've repeatedly called on Facebook, Twitter, other platforms to censor opinions that are critical of them. Eric Schmitt is the Attorney General of Missouri. He's the top law enforcement in that state. He's joined this suit. He joins us tonight. Mr. Attorney General, thanks so much for coming on. Tell us why you're suing.
Well, look, we're taking on and we're fighting back against the two of the most powerful and corrupt institutions that are out there, big government and big tech, for colluding, working together to suppress speech. And they do it in a couple different ways, Tucker. They hold over these special protections like Section 230 protections unless they censor more. They also have been very outspoken. Jen Psaki's talked about how they're flagging posts now in July of last year, flagging posts for Facebook as disinformation. So they're working directly with them. We know that. And then now this newest Orwellian chapter, this dystopian chapter of the Ministry of Truth. I mean, you have Mary Poppins in charge of this thing, I guess, now. And that would be like putting, by the way, Cruella de Vil in charge of managing an animal shelter. It's a total disaster, okay? These folks are nuts. They're intent on suppressing speech that they don't like, calling it disinformation, misinformation. So we're filing a lawsuit. And Tucker, you talk about this all the time. The reality is individuals have a right to speak their mind. This is at the core of the American experiment, that this is a God-given right. Government's there to protect those rights, not to tell you what you can say and when you can say it. So this lawsuit, it's a landmark lawsuit. We're going directly after the collusion. They're working together to suppress speech, and we're fighting back.
So just as quick as a constitutional matter, government cannot encourage censorship. That's a direct, I mean, we know that through the Supreme Court, many rulings over years, that's a violation of the First Amendment, correct?
Yep, that's exactly right. And what we're arguing in this case, Tucker, is that they're outsourcing that. The government is outsourcing the censorship to their big tech partners. They're flagging it. And by the way, they're terrified. When we get into discovery here and find out how Jen Psaki and Fauci and Mary Poppins here are working with the big tech partners, what they're asking, what they're telling them to take down, we know it's the laptop from hell. We know it's the origins of COVID. We know it's the ineffectiveness of masks. We know all of these things that they've been working with them on, and this lawsuit will help bring those to light and expose it, and that's why it's an important case.
Mr. Attorney General, I appreciate your coming on tonight. Good luck. Thank you.
Thanks, Tucker.